NXT is the large gray brick that serves as the core of your NXT robot. In many ways, it's like the robot's brain. Without power, however, it's just another gray brick. If you have the charger for your NXT rechargeable battery pack, find the rechargeable battery now. Plug the charger into a standard wall socket, and insert the small connector on the other end into the charging port on the battery pack. Set the battery aside and let it continue charging until the red light turns off. This could take a while, so let's continue on in the meantime. Power for your NXT can also be provided by 6 regular AA batteries. Even if you plan to use the rechargeable battery pack, AA's are still a convenient backup at times like this when the main battery is charging. If you don't plan to use the rechargeable, then this will be the primary source of power for your NXT. In either case, follow along as we show you how to install them. Remove the back cover of the NXT by pressing on the tab with your thumb and pulling the cover off. Insert your 6 AA batteries as indicated. Press the central orange button on the front of the NXT to make sure it powers up. Then replace the cover on the back, hinge side first. Now, a little about the NXT. In addition to holding the batteries that power the whole system, the NXT also houses the main processor that runs your programs and controls the other electronic Lego parts. These other parts connect to the NXT through ports along the top and bottom of the unit. The NXT has 3 lettered output ports and 4 numbered input ports. Output ports, marked by letters A, B, and C, are where the NXT can send out commands to other parts, such as motors, telling them to do things like turn on or off. Input ports, marked by the numbers 1, 2, 3, and 4 on the bottom of the NXT, are spots where the NXT can read a signal from a LEGO sensor. Pay close attention to which port you plug your sensors into when you start using them. Finally, there is a USB port, which is used to attach the NXT to your PC or Macintosh computer when you need to load programs onto the robot. To run a program you have downloaded from your computer, you must find it, select it, and tell it to run. Turn on your robot by pressing the large orange button. If it's already on, press the dark gray button repeatedly until you have returned to the main menu, showing My Files. Press the orange button to select My Files. Within My Files, the Software Files menu holds all the programs you've downloaded to your robot from the NXT programming software. Press the orange button again to open the Software Files folder. Now you'll see the various programs that you've loaded onto the NXT. The most recent program is always the first one you'll see. Use the arrow buttons to scroll left and right through your programs until the name of the one you want appears. Press the orange button once to select the program, and once more to select the command Run to run it. While the program is running, you can end the program by pressing the dark gray button on the front of the NXT. Special note: whenever you see a Run option on the NXT, Pay attention to the name of the program that is being run. These program names will match the names you give your programs in the NXT programming software. If you start saving your programs under a different name, you will need to change over to the new program on the NXT and run it instead. View mode allows you to read sensor values on the NXT screen in real time. Start from the main menu. Press the dark green button repeatedly until you see the My Files option, or just turn the NXT on if it isn't already. Use the left and right arrow buttons to scroll through the main menu options until you find the View menu. Press the orange button to engage the View mode. Find the sensor type you want to view by using the left or right arrow keys. Be careful when selecting the correct sensor type. Sensors with stars or asterisks at the end of their names are the older RCX sensors, and you should avoid choosing those unless you really do need to use the older blue brick type sensors. As an example, let's view what the light sensor is reading. Our light sensor is the newer model, so the light sensor star is not the one we want. That leaves us with two other choices, reflected light and ambient light. Reflected light means the new light sensor with the light turned on. Ambient light means the new sensor, but with the light turned off. Let's use the one with the light turned on. Press the orange button to select the sensor whose name is displayed. You then need to specify which port your light sensor is connected to on your robot. Look at your robot. On our robot, the light sensor is connected to port 3. Therefore, we will select port 3. Use the arrow buttons to scroll through the ports until the desired port appears. Then press the orange button to select it. You will now be seeing the readings on the sensor you selected. The number will update continually, so you can use this mode to gather information that you need about things like the amount of reflected light that a white surface gives back versus a dark surface. When you are done viewing values, simply press the dark